Hey guys, it's Tuesday 5000. Got another John Deere here. This is a 314. Picked this one up not really too far from here, but it was wasn't an hour. It's probably like 45-minute drive. Got a 14 horse Kohler in it. Not the original engine. You can see the dipstick there and tube is orange. No doubt somebody just repowered it and used the Tinworks off of the other engine for it. This could even be a 12 horse. I'm not really sure. I can't really say it's a 14. But it does run pretty good. Other than all this tin work here is flapping around and making a hell of a noise. I'm gonna see if I can take this off and straighten it at least. It's kind of screwed up. And while I'm in there, I'm gonna look at the coolant fins and so on. But the engine itself is gonna need some work. Other than the carburetor's leaking. Got a couple other things I gotta look at here. The wiring's kind of hacked up. Luckily, this is all just for the headlights. I think I don't even know what you want to call it. I know this wire. This goes to the headlights because it's got the two prongs on it. And then out of there though, there's a wire and two other wires. I don't know. I'm not really sure what they did there. It's really hacky. But this wire goes up front. This all looks fine. This is all fine. This green wire is good. This goes back to here. The lights are on when the key is on. Of course, the key's even cocked. This battery I just threw it in here so I could jump it. Other than this headlight wire, it doesn't actually appear to be that bad. So that's good. The seat could be better. It's kind of ripped. Not really sure if this is an original seat or not. A lot of pictures I looked at, this looked like to be the right seat, but I was thinking it would be the same seat I got in the 300. Dash has got these two screws in it. Somebody put in, I assume, since these dashes are really flimsy, without any extra support like that, some screws or something. Got a little bit of play in the steering wheel. But overall, everything's there. I see one of these mounts for the hood is broken. I might be able to epoxy that back on or something. It's probably not going to look the prettiest, but the hood at least does shut, and you can open it without causing too many issues. Got the 850 rear tires. Not really sure why. That's what I got it with. I got a set of rims out back here. 1050s with the 1050 tires on it. But they're pretty sad. They're pretty beat. The fronts are pretty good. This has only got the single hydraulics up front. And this grill is here, but for some reason it won't stay in between the two side panels. I don't know if I gotta adjust something or what. I think one of the side panels isn't going in all the way, like this one here. Might have to tighten it or something. But other than some cosmetic things, really, I think the paint will actually clean up just as nice as the 300. And I do have a mule drive for the mower deck. I just do not have a mower deck. It doesn't have a hitch plate. It doesn't have a few things. I'm gonna have to kind of go through it. The brake lock lever is stuck behind the dash there. I'm gonna have to free it up and whatnot, but the hydraulic lift works, and I guess that's more important. Tranny actually seems to be fairly good. It needs a gas cap. Everybody's doing this now, putting the silicone on them so they don't collect water. But other than it, gonna need a few things here and there. It's actually not too bad. And we'll see what happens here. Hopefully I can kind of sort of fix what's wrong with it. I'm probably gonna leave that seat for now until I Maybe either get a cover, one of those fabric covers. That'd probably be even cheaper than buying a seat, but if I could find a decent seat for it. So, oh well. These tires over here, I'm going to probably end up putting them on. I got the rims, the 1050 rims over here. This is probably the worst I've seen on the garden tractor tires. You know, they split. So these things are pretty bad. These are going to get trashed. These are junk. And here's the mule drive. I'll probably take this tin off and kind of clean it up, put it on the 300, because this is the tin I don't have on the 300. But on here it's actually pretty decent. So, oh well, I'll end up going through the thing a little bit here, and see what happens. Maybe I can find a mower deck or something for it. I would start it, but I got to use a jump pack, and I don't have enough hands to do that. But like I said, it does run pretty decent. I gotta redo the carburetor. You can see where it's been leaking right there in the frame. Other than that, and do the oil and looking stuff over, I don't think this thing's gonna be too bad of a machine either. A lot of people like these models. They seem to run pretty good, and you know, they have enough power. It's only got the single brake and the single spool hydraulics, but you don't really need much more than that, I don't think. The 300's got the dual spool and the dual pedals, but I don't know. I don't really see a need for the dual pedals. The tires, I mean the brakes don't really seem to work that good when you're trying to cut. Like you want to put one brake on to whip the tractor around better. It doesn't really seem to make a difference. So I'll have an update for you guys once I get the thing, when I get a battery in it and get it running good, and get all the tin work all bolted down so it's not rattling all over, and see if I can fix that grill and so on. So, alright guys, enjoy the video. I'll catch you in another one.